Greetings, my little lovelies. I hope I find you all well and in tip-top form once again. Now, I was watching the TV the other night, and I always like to make a point of having a cut-off point in my day, and it's usually around 6 o'clock, so I like to watch the news. I like to try and keep myself a little bit educated. Don't laugh. But what has struck me over the past 12 months or so, I just bashed my headphones, is the amount of knife crime that has, to be honest, I just can't get my head around how children can kill other children, how they can knife children on the streets of Britain. I lived in London, where a lot of this is happening. I lived there for 5 years, I worked there, I met my wife there, I got married there. I'm sorry to say I wouldn't want to be there now, and I certainly wouldn't want to bring up a child. Like I have a 5-year-old boy, Dylan, as probably most of you know. I wouldn't want him growing up in those sort of surroundings. Now, London has a lot to offer, and it's not just London. It's all over the place, all over the UK. I'm not singling out London at all. It's the reason I'm mentioning London is because I lived there, and that's what I can reference to. I know it goes on all over the place, all over. But I remember when I was a kid, and like, as you know, me and Johnny have been friends for over 40 years, and if you can imagine, I think I was 9 or 10 years old when me and Johnny met. He will tell you if it's the wrong age, but I think it's around that sort of time. And if you've been friends with someone for over 40 years, you're not going to see eye to eye on everything. You're not going to agree on everything. You're going to have good days. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have times where, and we have had times where Johnny has told me to, what's the polite way? To go away. Johnny has told me to go away, and I've also told Johnny to go away. But even as kids, when we did that, like if I kicked Johnny's football into a tree, he wouldn't start coming after me with a knife. He may be a bit fed up with me, but the next day he'd be knocking my door and asking my mother, is Julian coming out to play? Because he needs to get my ball out of the tree. And that's how it was. That's how we were. You know, me and Johnny been through lots of stuff together. I seriously can't get my head around how anybody would want to stab another person. And I know there's all this stuff going on all over the place where you're in gangs, and you know, I can't get my head around it. I really can't. How does an 11 or 12-year-old kid stab someone else and then get on with the rest of their life thinking that they're a good person? I don't get that. I really don't get that. Having said that, I know that people can change, and people are also a product of the environment that they're brought up in. You know, take the person out of that environment, they may be, and probably will be, a proper person who would look back on that and think, what was I doing stabbing someone? Well, I don't know what to say. The ramblings of a madman. Looking at my computer, I've been going on for 4.5 minutes now. Maybe I should shut up. What I would like is for people to return to a time where things were better. And I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's down to the government, Brexit, all the crap that comes with that. Just people being nasty to each other. I have to apologise if you can hear any background noise. It's Easter holidays, and of course the schools are closed, so it's hell on earth. Look, do you hear that bang? I think it's my wife closing the door. I'm going to wrap this up, but I'd like to leave that thought with you. It would be nice if we could, be nicer to each other. Okay. Here concludes the ramblings of another madman. Bye for now.